Today is going to be a bit of a different video. Hi guys, welcome back to the Cupcake Jemma channel. I'm Dane, and usually we make a recipe that we've made before. I've never made this before. I'm going to make gooey brownies, and apparently they've gone viral on Reddit. Do you know what Reddit is? It's like a forum online, loads of different things, but Sam, you know Sam, who owns Crumbs and Doilies, he found this recipe and he was like, I think you should make it. Blind, never made it before. See what happens. So we're gonna make these really gooey brownies today, and they're shiny on the top. They've got cocoa powder in. I'm gonna add some chocolate chips, and we'll see what happens. I'm hoping they'll be delicious and ready to eat in about an hour. So the first thing I need to do is brown some butter. I've already weighed everything out, 227 grams, and I'm just gonna put it in this saucepan. If you've been on the channel before, or you're an avid baker, you know what browning butter is. You basically put it in a pan, let it melt down, it gets all foamy and bubbly and sizzly. Keep stirring it for about 5 to 8 minutes and it'll go nice and brown, flecked on the bottom, and you're good to go. First point that I like about this recipe is that it's got brown butter in. Now Nikki, behind the camera, she has made brown butter brownies before and they are absolutely delicious. Just adds like another layer of flavor to the brownies. So that is the butter browned. It's looking glorious. Now, the recipe says that I need to pour excuse me, not on the side. The recipe says that I need to pour this over my cocoa powder, of which I have 90 grams here. This is Dutch processed cocoa powder. It's the really nice, dark, intense stuff. And then also I've got 100 grams of chocolate chips. Now, it says 113 grams. It says to use 60% cacao. I've got 54% here. You could probably either go like 70 or 54, it's up to you. And I just need to pour the brown butter over that and it's gonna melt them and go all delicious and lovely. Reading a recipe that you don't know is, takes a little, I mean, I've already ignored the first 2 steps. It says to line the tin. I have preheated the oven, preheated it to 170. It says 350 degrees Fahrenheit, but I think this is an American recipe and I've converted it, but we've put it 5 degrees lower. And also it doesn't say whether it's fan. We just don't know. So we've put it on a fan because we always bake everything with a fan oven here. So hopefully it will come out good. Now this chocolate mixture is nearly melted. There's a couple lumps. Keep stirring until it's melted. Just keep stirring, just stirring. Oh my God, it's the bowl, I swear. It's pretty much melted, but we're gonna leave it to sit and cool down completely. Now I need to get eggs and sugar whipping in here. So I need 4 eggs. I'm just gonna crack them straight into the bowl. 1, 2, 3, 4, amazing.
Very good.
Yes.
Well done.
So then I've got 100 grams of soft light brown sugar going in and 300 grams of caster sugar. So we'll just whip this on a high speed. Now it says for about 4 to 5 minutes if you want really moist and rich brownies, but whip it for about 8 to 10 minutes if you want a bit more height on the brownie. It's whipping up. Now what can we do in between here? Well, it says, I just need to wait 4 to 5 minutes, basically. It's Nikki's birthday today, so everyone sing, happy birthday to you. Has it been 4 to 5 minutes yet? Here, so we can go on here, and to put the coffee, I forgot to put the coffee in. It's okay. It's 1 teaspoon of just ground espresso. I went downstairs to get this, freshly ground. This is okay. Just gonna mix it in. There we go. And we still have 2 minutes left on the clock. So in that 2 minutes, I'm going to prepare the tin. I've got a 9 by 13 inch tin here and just some grease-proof paper. This looks about right. I'm just gonna do the 1 strip, just going all the way down the center. As usual, I've got my cake release spray. Just do a little spritz in here. So this is super easy to use. Nikki, it doesn't quite overhang. It is, let me push it. Let me push it up now. Fab. Simple. Sometimes lining a tin doesn't need to be the hardest thing in the world, you know? We are done with the egg mixture. This looks really thick and pale and glossy. It's so voluminous. Right, that's that. I need to put it back on a low speed. And this brownie is so easy. All I need to do is pour this chocolate mixture down the side and then fold in the flour by hand.
What now?
I forgot to add the vanilla. No, it's fine. This is the thing, when you're a professional, you realize what's important in a recipe and what's not. And adding the vanilla now versus adding it to that chocolate mixture will make no difference. So don't worry, because I'm not. This is fully incorporated now, and it's really, really thick. This is almost like our brownie batter that has the flour in already, but this has no flour yet. This is... And the vanilla!
Oh my god.
Jeez! Good job Nikki is here to remind me. I'm gonna add 1 whole tablespoon.
Wow.
Yeah, it seems like a lot, but
Delicious.
it's gonna be so delicious. Salt is also, well, is it a lot? It's 1 teaspoon is going in just like that. We've got 120 grams of plain flour going in. And now I'm actually gonna take this off of here because it says to fold it in by hand. So this is really thick. I mean, and we were just saying, imagine if you left this for a couple of minutes, you would probably have to scoop it. Because in the recipe it says, get like an ice cream scoop and scoop it into the tin. But I think you can just pour this, it'll be fine. But I'm also gonna add, it says you can add an additional cup or 2 of chocolate chips or like walnuts or something. So I've just got the same 54% chocolate that I put into the brownie mixture. And then just put it all into the prepared tin. I'm gonna put it all in the middle because it's quite thick. It will be easier to spread out to the sides. So just spread it out with a small crank palette knife like we would usually. This is going into the preheated oven at 170 for 25 minutes. They said not to overbake it. I'm very well aware of not overbaking brownies. I've done that before. It's not very good. It's going in. Set this timer so don't forget. 25 minutes. But in the meantime, I've got to clear up this, and I know you like my exits.
Oh my gosh. Right, get to the kitchen now.
See ya. Is it ready? It's done. I think. We'll see. Ooh!
Wow.
This looks good. Shiny top, textured. Let's take it up onto the counter. Well, the recipe says to take it out of the oven, leave it for 30 minutes to cool down, and then you can chop it up. No putting it in the fridge, guys. Like, usually I'm like, put your brownies in the fridge, make sure they're chill, then you can cut them, they're really fudgy. But I feel like whoever created this recipe is saying that they're gooey from the get-go. So, see you in 30 minutes.
Are you gonna share? It's my birthday.
I'll share it with Nikki because it's her birthday. But you guys have to make your own, okay? So the brownie has been cooling for about 40 minutes. It's still a little bit warm because there is a chocolate chip here, which if I push down, it squidges out and it looks so good. So this comes out easily because I put this sheet of paper and it was overhanging, so I can just lift it out, and I greased around the sides of the tin as well. So let's chop it up. This looks incredibly fudgy. You just never know what something's gonna look alike until you cut into it. But let's go. Whoa. this feels wrong in that I shouldn't just be eating a brownie as soon as it's cooked. Like I said earlier, I usually put them in the fridge. This is so fudgy. And then you get that like wafer paper kind of cracked bit on top. You've still got the oozy chocolate in there. This is amazing. And the brown butter just gives it that extra depth of flavor. This is a smash. Like, honestly, for having just read this recipe through once, I mean, you saw that I forgot the vanilla. I forgot something else. Espresso. But they turned out amazing. And they're ready in like pretty much about an hour. So, cheers to that. Thank you so much for who collated this recipe. Out of about 3 different recipes, it's incredible. A slay for the brownies. Well, we'll put the recipe in the description box, like the quantities, in the description box below, so that you can make yourself this brownie as well. And I'll see you on another video making another delicious bake. But for now, I've got to share this with Nikki because it's her birthday. See you next time. Bye. I'm gonna do this some ice cream. Yeah.